Where is she during the day most of the time?
I mean, most of the time she's at home, but
Oh,
right now
hot
she's
mic,
at
hot
her
mic, hot
grandparents.
mic.
Hello.
You guys are just chatting while I'm muting the stream.
Sorry.
Just a sec. Just a sec. We're getting this started.
Are we live?
We are live, yes, but I haven't switched scenes yet.
Okay.
Oh. Chat's filling up.
Yeah, trickling in.
Welcome everybody to this cast of Week 1 Tier 2 Fightin Aiurish versus the Notorious S.C.V. And this is going to be a pretty interesting group, I think. We've got some true CPL veterans here. And I'm joined today by Return.
Hello.
And Lana.
Hey.
So guys, what do you think? Have you had a chance to look at the matches in this group?
I've taken a glance and I agree. This will be an interesting one, I'm pretty sure.
I am ignorant of all things, so I'm excited to find out what's actually happening.
Yeah,
it's like a box of chocolates. You never know who's going to be casted.
Yeah,
Exactly, man.
Yeah, all the matchups are basically like a box of chocolates. Sometimes you get the ones you want, sometimes you don't get the ones you want. But let's have a look at the ones we've got. We've got AeliaN. Is that the right way to pronounce it? AeliaN versus Simo?
I would have said AeliaN.
AeliaN. Maybe that's the point of the name. It's like a funny way of spelling alien. So we've got AeliaN versus Simo, which is going to be a TVP. An Effay versus FuzzyBranch, a ZVT. RiverHusky versus Pop, the best matchup, a TVT. And then Elevation versus Triple T, a ZVZ. And I'm really a big fan of the mirror matchups, actually. I know that a lot of people don't quite like the mirror matchups, but I think they're quite interesting in various ways. Probably because like they're the most unbalanced of the matchups, I guess, in a way. Like ZVZ is very fast, TVT takes very long. So it really brings out an interesting side of the players.
Yeah, I always think that like the mirror matchup is like the true test of skill. Because you both have the exact same thing starting out and the same options going into the late early game and mid game. So it's I have a weak spot for the mirror matchups. They're often very positional and very like control based, and I think that's cool.
Yes, definitely. Let me see. I think we're ready to get into game number 1. So this is going to be, because it's week 1, the map pool is Vermeer, Ascension, and Eclipse. That's 2 of our new maps. Well, the only 2 new maps, actually, come to think of it. I guess Neo Sylphed was in an earlier CPL as well.
Ascension, yeah. I think Vermeer is the only map we haven't had.
Oh, you're
before.
right. I don't know why I forgot about that, because I actually played in CPL with Ascension. Yeah, I like the map. It seems to be the most contentious map, I think, this season. But yeah, let's have a look. Let's get into game number 1. This is going to be on Vermeer. And this is going to be AeliaN versus Simo. Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah.
Skymo, man, we're always seeing fun stuff from him, right? Cannon rushes and in-base gateways.
So in the bottom right corner, it's AeliaN. And Simo is in the bottom left. Some nice colors here, by the way.
Yeah, this is nice. I'm definitely looking forward to see what will be brought to the battlefield in this one. Simo is a bit like Age. It's always entertaining games.
Have we seen AeliaN before? Or is he new to CPL?
I think he's new to CPL. I'm I saw some games in preseason, but I don't think I've seen it in the past season. I could be wrong, of course.
Yeah, actually, I think you may be right. I don't recall seeing any games by him before, but I admit I haven't looked at it.
But
Well,
from the games I saw in preseason, it was looking really solid. I was very
Yeah.
impressed by the games.
Yeah, this is surprising already. Pylon and base, so Shenanigans not starting off as quickly as I thought they would with Simo. Is it Simo? Is that how we say it? I thought it was Skymo.
I say Simo until proven otherwise.
Okay.
There's so many ways to say his name. You can say Simo, you can say Skimo, you can say
Yeah, like
Simo or
Eskimo, I guess.
Skymo. Yeah.
No faith in Schemo. I have faith. I'm already a little weirded out by this gateway placement, though. This is scary if a siege tank comes over here,
I
isn't
thought it was Simo, like the Protoss, like Psyblades, the same sound.
When I saw this gateway, I was thinking that we might get like a 2-gateway build, since there's like a nice little cuddly location next to it that fits perfectly for a gateway. And if so, this barracks location here isn't helpful, since you have no micro holes, as I've heard it mentioned before with the depot.
Yeah, this was interesting. I thought for a second maybe we're going to see a wall. I don't even know if you can wall in this position, but that's
Yeah.
Probably can if you want to enough. You probably can.
Actually, when Simo got the first scout, I thought maybe we were gonna see a gas steal, but I don't think he tried for that. But it looks like we're gonna
That
have
seems
a wall.
like it. That seems like it makes a wall.
Oh, it's a factory. I thought that was gonna be a supply depot, but yeah, I actually don't know what the rules are for walling with production buildings.
It seems like the marine can't get out. I'm not sure.
well. First zealot moving across the map. If this is a tight wall, it's really not going to do too much. I mean, I guess the SCV is still at risk.
I mean,
The
with
right
the
line
doodads,
too.
it looks like there's like a small hole, but I think the doodads are unwalkable.
I guess we're gonna find out. Oh, it's looking confused.
Yeah, it looks like a tight wall.
Yeah,
It
nice.
does wall, yeah.
What an opening then. This is great. This is nice.
Yeah, perfect.
The zealot brain just couldn't comprehend what was going on.
What? No entry?
Core is spinning and machine shop is on the way.
Zealot no can walk.
But the Zealot forces AeliaN to make the high ground command center, playing it safe.
Oh,
But
Simon
with
in the
only
chat.
one marine. That's a great opening with only one marine though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It,
By the way, Simon in the
kinda-
chat saying that it's pronounced Shmoo? Shmo? Shmo?
I'm sorry, man. You're not getting me to say that. sorry, dude.
So, Shmoo adding 2 gateways.
Okay, we have to get back in the game here because there's now 3 gates and a robo, 1 base, no more probes being made, definitely plenty of shenanigans, and the first tank is almost out.
Look at that Marine just standing there.
Yeah. But I'm not sure if he can really like make like a significant amount of damage with the tank out, since it outranges for Dragoon, and
Yeah.
you can't like snipe it. You need at least 4, I think, to be able to like just move in and snipe it before it gets out of range. But it will delay the command center from being able to lift off. We don't have siege mode researched yet, I don't think. I didn't see it.
No, not yet.
We do have eBay and Armory coming up though. I'm not sure about this. I mean, in particular, since we have like Frigate behind it, if AeliaN moves down here, really exposed.
Yeah. The barracks helping a little bit with the targeting potentially, taking a couple
Yeah,
pot
but now
shots.
there's no wall.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Second tank
No.
coming. We need to pull SCVs fast.
Yeah, Yeah, 3 more Dragoons coming
Yeah,
up from
that
behind
tank
as
is so
well.
open, but it gets microed back.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would like
it's
to
too
see the
late.
command center full go to remake the wall.
Oh, that would be
Because
Oh
interesting.
yeah, that would be nice.
as is right now, it's a free entry to the main. Oh, but SCV is putting in some work though.
Yeah, he almost killed more Dragoons with his SCV instead with the tanks.
The repair, is it enough? Is it enough? It's not enough.
One more tank out. But
Oh, the tank's just dying so fast.
this is too
Zealot
much
with the
damage.
natural. A lot
Now
of
Shuttle
Zealots
is here as well as moral support.
There's nothing in it though.
No, it's just here to maybe lift up damaged Dragoon or something like that.
Well, it looks like it's not
GG.
necessary. GG.
GG, yeah.
Just a very straightforward, aggressive play from Timo. Shmoo.
Yeah. Shmoo. Well, Shmoo is not known for forges. Skymo is known for forges, so that makes sense. This was a different player.
Yep. Very robust, aggressive play. I think if maybe AeliaN would have prioritized getting Siege before the Armory, but I'm not sure. The shuttle coming for the Bulldog afterwards would have been still a hard thing to hold.
Yeah, I feel like if you'd had 1 or 2 siege tanks on the ramp in siege mode, that would have made it a much different game.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into game number 2 on Ascension.
I guess we're saying it wrong. So it should be Schmo, not Shmoo.
Shmoo, whatever.
We're learning. We're learning. There's no Terrans here, all right. There's no big brain. It's just a bunch of Protoss and Zergs. We don't know how to play.
Yeah, just
AeliaN
thinking out loud.
in the top this time in the magenta again, and Simo in the bottom right. In the cyan, I like that color.
I'm not a huge fan of Cyan. I'm gonna be honest.
I guess I'm lucky that it's the default color when you switch colors because I kind of like it, but I do kind of wish you could customize that.
Yeah, that would have been cool. It feels like we have the technology to do that.
I'm more of a brown fan. I think brown's the best color.
Yeah,
brown
I know you
is-
like
it's nice
brown
and
because
Zerg.
it's hard to see on the minimap.
Yeah, I'm just trying to metagame always, man.
I know your tricks.
Magenta
I
is
was
a pretty
watching-
common color for the Terrans, right?
Yeah, I mean it's a nice
I think
color.
so. It pops. It's
Yeah.
pretty. It pops on that CC.
I'm not sure if like this brand of magenta used to be before remaster. It feels new to me, like resurrected new, but I'm not sure. It was a long time ago since I played with pre-remaster. It feels like the added colors with the remaster.
You know, there's a
Wow,
color that you used to be able to pick and remastered, which is now removed, which is cyan or turquoise. And I think they removed it because it had the same color as the minerals,
Ah,
like on the
Yeah, that-
minimap.
yeah, that's probably true.
So no wall this time for our
No
Terran
wall.
hero.
And a dangerous little gap between the barracks and the depot.
Is it a gap? I was trying to check it. I couldn't tell for sure.
It's a little gap, and
Yeah.
it's not Zealot proof.
Is
But,
the TC and barracks proof? If you go in between those, that might be. No,
Yeah, that might be Zealot proof. I'm,
that is a gap. You're right. Damn.
but yeah, Terran versus Protoss SimCity ain't my forte. It seems like Simo. At first it looked like he wasn't going for the initial Zealot, but now he has it almost out. So will get some potential early action. But we'll see where he'll take it from here.
Well, we have a factory that came down, and there's still 3 on gas. So maybe we'll be seeing some sort of pressure from AeliaN as well.
Yeah, it could potentially be a 2 factory opener. Maybe want to fight fire with fire after the last game.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he took his gas early as well, or is that a wrong perception? Because Simo got the first scout, and for a second there I thought he was gonna actually steal the gas again. At least try it, but he
Okay, well,
actually
the
put the
Zealot's
gas
coming
right
up
as the pros
now.
came in.
Is the Zealot going to be able to get in? We only have 2 Marines. We need to pull some SCVs with this. And Schimo's definitely going to get the scout off.
Oh, he's not watching. Oh, gets 2 hits already.
But they're still alive, and probably... Oh no, second one. I think it's possible that he'll use the... Oh, nice. But you need a second one. Ah, that's rough.
Yeah, Goon's moving over as well. Range almost done. Well, halfway done.
But we have a tank on the way. And, oh, double shop. So we might get... I wonder if we'll see like a more tank heavy 2 fact, or if we're going to see vulture speed and mines. I know that the 2 factory heavy tank opener is a bit of a CPL classic.
Well, 3 gateways from Schemo again, so this, and a Robo, so this is looking like the same build. And it's being countered by 2 factories, so that's kind of an even counter, I think, right?
I'd say that, well, I'd theorize that this opener from AeliaN is less susceptible to Bulldog than the last game. But sometimes the dynamic of aggression in this matchup isn't super intuitive for me. But we have 3rd tank out now. I think this is probably go time. And we get the double vulture upgrades behind this, so we rally with vultures, and the 2 fact is live.
This is nice micro backwards though, picking off all of the Marines. A few pot shots going off on the goons. 1 goon going down. The goons are definitely injured.
Oh no!
He's gonna lose that goon for free. Oh, it just barely gets away.
Yeah, I think you can still push here. Just move back for damaged one and attack with the 2 undamaged one. It was at least pretty much more than half of those are weak goons.
I think a lot of it's going to depend on how they interact. I mean, if the goons take this position around the choke, the tanks can't push through that. There's just no way.
I mean, the tanks have longer range than the goons have, so I think you technically always have the potential to push.
2 of those goons are so weak though.
Yeah, but it might be hard to hit. Seems like at least one of the healthy ones was most further out. Oh, Zealot here denying the narrow choke move out.
Yeah, killing that first line. Not that one. Oh, goon's going down.
What the mine! Oh my god. Okay, now it's go time, AeliaN. Let's go.
Yeah, it's go time. A lot of these tanks are injured, and the shuttle is out. I don't know if there's actually a Reaver in it yet.
No, there's no Reaver.
Oh,
there's a Citadel.
It's Citadel. Okay.
But no archives. And Simo behind this is expanding after losing all those goons and zealots.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
But do we have any detection? I mean, I guess Archives isn't going to be here for a little while. We're still probably a minute and a half away from DTs.
Yeah, there's a turret coming up.
But, oh
Again,
no.
with the shuttle with nothing in it being sent out.
Yeah, this is a really strong push right here. I mean, Dark Templar will deny it. Actually, it won't, because now it's turrets coming up. But
Yeah,
where's
this
the
looks
tanks?
great.
Oh, there's the tanks.
They're coming. A lot of them are a little injured, but you'd need a huge iron drag.
Oh,
Oh, they
false
can't
alarm.
make that mistake again, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
a lot of these tanks will die to one hit of a mine.
Yeah.
The repair going down.
I want to see like more commitment to this attack.
Yeah,
I
not sure
don't
why
think
there's
Another
no...
mine.
I pulled
Oh.
into the mines. That was a nice move. And the tanks got the high ground.
Okay.
Oh
But
my God.
need to kinda capitalize on this. But now Dark Templars are on the way.
Yeah, a
Four of
turret is
them.
being made right now, but I think
Yeah.
the DTs are going to be out in time. But there are 2 mines defending.
Yeah, and it's a quite narrow passage. I guess now with the Nexus, that means... Oh, will it finish? No.
Oh no!
That was...
So close.
Oh, okay, go home with the tanks and move in with the vultures.
Oh, the wrong DT drugged that.
Get those probes. Ah, there's a... Oh, I didn't know you could block like that. Vultures can't pass?
I think, well, I guess with the DT there they can, I don't know.
Yeah, with the DT there they can't, but it looks like they didn't want to go in even
Yeah,
when
you
it wasn't the
could,
Dark
you could
Templar.
attack the eggs, right?
Yeah, but that will take forever.
Vultures kill pretty fast when there's 4 of them.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm underestimating the power of grenades. So,
Wow.
one Dark Templar now getting close to AeliaN's base, but will he get the tank?
This has been
Mine's got
very
the tank.
expensive for Simo, by the way. This whole attack. And
Yeah, he's
the way
on
he's cleaned
one
it up.
base now, and command center is coming up, and also lost at least one control group of goons, a few Dark Templars, and some zealots. Definitely not for free. And vultures being a bit annoying, laying mines, sniping probe.
And
eBay on-
Observer is coming out soon, so he's going to be able to clear some of these mines. He's taking some risks here, pushing the goons out. Is there still no range? I don't think there's range yet.
I think he got range.
Did he? Okay. They seemed like they weren't firing.
Maybe that's just the curse of the goon.
It could be.
But observer is out, and an eBay on expedition on the west side. Okay, so where are we going from here? AeliaN is getting an armory. Has one scan, getting the second one. Laying some spotter mines, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they got semi-decent map control right now. Laying some mines everywhere. Well, a few more mines could go down, which would be nice. They
Yeah.
have them available.
Tank production is going for. I wonder if we'll see like a fast third base from AeliaN, or if we're going to see like 4, 5, or 6 factory transition. It feels like on this map going for a 2 base timing would be quite good, because you can kind of claim the high grounds.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. super
Oh,
important
look
if
at
you
this.
don't,
Vultures getting in.
Oh! And they have some mines, so they can also cause some ruckus.
Two.
More other than just sniping
Three.
probes.
4, 5,
Whoa!
They
6.
killed way fewer pups actually than I
7.
thought.
I think it was 8.
Actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Never mind.
That's pretty good. I mean,
That's pretty
he
good,
was
yeah.
only on 22
al-
now.
And also forced a pull. We have 7 probes returning, so it must have been quite solid. We have now a 9 worker lead for AeliaN.
Yeah, it's
Finally,
a nice worker lead.
the armory is spinning. He's had that armory for a while, but it's still on 0-0 and just started his first upgrade.
Yeah. And it looks like AeliaN is intending to take the third. At least setting up a position here on the high ground.
I think you want the mines on the high ground here if you're gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for vision at least, yeah.
Yeah.
And probably also a few mines like covering the narrow choke
Yeah.
just to make sure that you don't have any wide walkers moving past.
Big old group of zealots running through.
Yeah, I think this game is gonna go into a bit of a lull now. Both sides just powering up and getting all their workers out.
Yeah, well, Schimo's got a DT running around the map on the left side, so they're gonna maybe get some vision and see what's going on here.
I think he's going to run straight into mines.
Oh! Oh!
Oh, that was
Almost killed it.
That was
that was
mutually
like
assured
two-
destruction.
two frames away from killing the mine
So,
before it detonated.
The first two mines that went off, did one mine kill the other mine? Is that why the DT didn't die?
I think so. Yeah, I don't know. Is that how it
That
works?
happens a lot.
think
Because two mines should kill a DT.
It might also be that the mines detonated about same time, so that the mine that was closer kind of blocked the attack radius. I'm not sure how it works technically.
Yeah, I think Fridge is saying mines killing mines happens a lot. I think that's what it was then. Oh, this high ground being taken. They could take a lot of damage. You can't push into this Schemo.
Oh,
no.
and now it's no. Oh, that drag.
Yeah, drag was nice.
But I mean, to be fair, like if you just looked at the army sizes, it was one good for Simo that he actually got away with a few units, and I think he got a lot more tanks than what could have been expected to get from that engage.
Yeah, it did go better for him than I think we expected. It just feels scary because, you know, he's lower in supply right now. He's lower in workers. I'm getting worried for him.
Yeah, generally,
soon.
as I've understood it, you generally want to be ahead on supply and on workers. Like that if Protoss is ahead on workers and supply, it's like a even situation. Well, it depends how much ahead, I guess, but I mean that's to be expected. If Terran is ahead, he's ahead.
Yeah, you know, the one good thing is that we're still only on +1 for Terran, so we don't have that 50% you know, attack boost.
Yeah, but
For
we're
Terran,
getting the second armor is up now. Science facility is done, so when there's some more money, it can start +2 and +1. And AeliaN is up now on 6 factories and getting the third command center and has command over the high ground. Stimo must be looking to take a fourth here, I'd say. We have a Stargate. I'd imagine we're going into arbiters. But we'll see.
Mines out here giving vision for AeliaN.
Yeah, and feeling confident enough to make some moves forward. I like that.
Yeah, nice pullback. Half the army's down here at the 6 o'clock. They need to Schemo needs to bring that forward ready if he's going to do some sort of surround. He can't see the high ground over at the you know, towards that like 11 o'clock area.
Yeah, would need some. I mean, it's hard to know that there's an army down there, but would need some mines positioned in the flank direction.
This could be good though. We kind of have a 3 flank position right now.
And I
if
think
they can time it, speed zealots. There's high Templar, but there are mines that could kill all these high Templar.
all those Templars have 200 energy though, so we can see some money storms coming down. Oh, Butcher sniping and tank sniping. So 600 energy went to the weather gods.
I think that could have gone a lot better for Schemo if it had been timed just a little bit better.
Yeah.
The targeting was definitely nice too. But a lot of those zealots got there before the rest of the army did. But the surround looked good.
Yeah, like on paper it was oh, Dark Templar coming in. Oh no no! Oh, I thought we'd see all the tanks blow up to those mines,
Oh,
and
CN
even the
goes
Dark
down.
Templar survived.
This is a massive pylon wall, but it's about to be shredded. The third is in danger.
Yeah, I mean you can't attack the. I mean the pylon wall is good against vultures, but you can't like attack from this direction now. So now you're kind of forced to attack from low ground.
Yeah, yeah.
These Dark Templars though,
Oh,
they're doing
man.
some work.
He really needs
Like
to scan here. Wow.
Sneaky, and like you don't get the notification when the Dark Templars attack if you had like you're under attack signal from the goons just before.
Ooh, oh, 3 tanks on that hit. This has been super worth it. The Nexus isn't actually dead yet, but are there enough units to clear these tanks?
I think these Zealots can clear it up, but there's not that many vultures anymore.
Yeah, and all
And
the
all
mines
our
are
damage
actually
is
in the
what?
wrong spot. You know, this pylon wall being taken out first was kind of a blessing for Schemo.
Yeah, and somehow he still has potential supply to. I mean, he's not supply blocked after losing all those pylons.
Yeah,
I think
although
that's impressive.
looking at his supply, looking at his worker count, he's definitely still in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, we're getting carrier production started, but just one Stargate as of now. I mean, the Nexus is still alive, and we have the fourth going up. He's could use his. He's only making probes in one Nexus. He needs to make in all of them to be able to get back to saturation, because it's one base production now. I mean, one base resource collection, essentially. And now AeliaN is up to +2/+1, and this army looks really ferocious. There's also 5 Goliaths here, so 1 Stargate carriers I don't think is enough.
No, this
Two-
fourth base is not long for the world either.
Yeah, and it's a lot of vultures as well. So Simo's mainly Zealot-based army will probably get shredded. I mean, it's getting shredded, but the sneaky Dark Templar is in there again.
Oh, it doesn't get as much done this time.
Yeah.
GG.
GG.
Solid play there from AeliaN, and Simo did some moves. He did some moves in there.
Yeah, for sure. The DTs did a lot of work. I thought there were some moments earlier on in the game where those the goons could have done a little bit more damage to that push.
Yeah.
He saved a lot of them.
Yeah, those DTs did some amazing work though.
Yeah, I really liked the poke in with army backing off and letting one Dark Templar get like intermingled with the tanks. That was nice. So we're getting game 3 in the first set. Feels promising for the evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Just getting the game up now. And this is gonna be on Eclipse. I think it's kind of funny that in both previous games, Simo actually managed to get the first scout, and I always feel like it's quite strong when a Protoss gets the first scout and then steals the gas, because it's so common on 2-player maps. It's pretty crazy when you can pull it off on a 4-player or a 3-player map, but both times he didn't actually do it. So now I wonder if this is like something he just doesn't do.
I have seen a couple of Schemo's games, and I played a couple of games against him on this map. And I don't think I've ever seen anything standard. And I know one of his games against me, he built gateways and cannons in my base. So I'm expecting something on this map.
Yeah, I mean we've seen like the 3-gate Bulldog in both games, but like comparably speaking, compared to what I'm used to seeing from Simo, it's quite standard.
You know, we haven't seen the we haven't seen the shuttle do a whole lot. Was he going to be going for DT drops? Was that the ultimate game plan? But he kind of had to change up.
I think it was intended to be Bulldog, like in
Okay.
both games, but the Zealots died before the shuttle came
Oh,
to
okay.
the engage. At least that's what I think. Like it's like in the second game, the Templar archives felt more like a reaction to being two-facted.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, let's see what he does in game 3 on Eclipse.
Well, it sounds like Schemo is confirming that it's Bulldog picks up the 3 zealots. So yeah, that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
I wonder what AeliaN will do in this one as well.
Yeah, nice split for Schemo. Schemo spawning at the top right, and AeliaN at the bottom left.
And the color scheme is still the same.
The color schemo.
Oh, and look at these players. They are spamming hard this game.
Yeah, they
They
want that
both
win.
It's the
want
third
it.
game.
Game 3.
Shit's
It
serious now.
matters.
Both wants to get the win after the two games of sweat, blood, and tears.
Yeah. Game 3, the one that matters.
Yep.
Okay, we still haven't seen a probe leave for a pylon, so we're looking somewhat standard. But it is a probe scout, which means gas steal, right?
Is he gonna make 1 gate or 2 gates in the main?
I mean, like even if you don't get the gas deal, like you can kind of force the Terran to try to take the gas extra early, which already offsets a bit, and then you have the probe in there to do some harassment. And behind it, Terran doesn't know. You can be 12 Nexus, you can be 2 gates, you can be proxy gates, or you can be just standard 1 gate into core, into 3 gate Bulldog.
Alright,
You
here
never
comes
know.
the probe. Didn't actually go around. Oh, was able to get it.
I think AeliaN really wanted to take his own gas, but he just didn't have the resources. So he had about 60 resources when he went up there.
He would have to cancel the SCV in production, I think.
I'm not as sure.
Sorry,
It kind of seemed like to me he was going straight to the probe, not because the SCV went to the right side of the assimilator or of the gas instead of the left side. So it seemed like he was just going straight to attack the probe. I mean, I don't know for sure, but it was kind of weird.
Okay, so now we have a robust anti-zealot SimCity here. This one is proven to work, and we have Simo going for the 2 gate. Felt like AeliaN was looking for the close by proxy location, confirming it's not just behind the natural proxy, which Ladder Protoss everywhere is well familiar with and enjoys using.
Well, it's nice that he did it right this time because we do have 2 gates and 2 zealots on the way.
So what would be the ideal way to approach this?
I think bunker. I think you put a bunker near the assimilator, just above the, kind of just above the CC or above the barracks or something.
Yeah, I think you might need it. I think.
Oh, he's
AeliaN
not taking his
going to-
gas.
You could hold the ramp. You could hold the ramp. Oh, but it was a little late.
Yeah, just 1 second too slow.
We need
But
to keep
we're-
queuing these Marines.
Oh,
Why did AeliaN not take the gas though?
because I'm not sure.
It's too busy.
Like, does he
There
want
he
to
goes,
just
now
get
he's
a?
good.
Yeah, there he goes. Yeah. It's like, does
He
he want
wanted
to
to
make a
block the
CC?
ramp, is what he wanted.
Okay,
I want him to use the micro holes he has. He has made a perfect, nice little sim city here. He doesn't have to take this fight in the open.
Oh, SCV is going down. A few can definitely go down. That's okay.
Yeah, and
A
that
bunker
Marines-
is going up.
Yeah, it has to be.
But here the bunker won't be enough to save the gas. But
Kimo
I mean,
attacking
you
the
can't-
gas
you
there
can't-
for some reason.
Oh, don't lose that one. Oh,
2 more zealots about to join the fray. It's gonna get real rough.
yeah, it's going to get really hectic here, but we do have the gas up. We have a few marines. We have the bunker up with the marine units. We have one very damaged. No, there SCVs blocking the escape path.
Oh, they can't get in. They're both trying to get in at the same time and they can't.
Yeah, there. No, you going first. You go first.
The refinery's being repaired. There's
Yeah.
still no factory on the way yet.
And behind this, we have Simo getting gas, transitioning a bit to goons. It feels like.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really understand why he was attacking that refinery. It seems like such a weird move to me. I mean, you're never gonna get it, right?
I mean, it kind of forces the marines to get out, and like it sets some kind of urgency that you need to deal with the zealots, and you can't really go into a mineral line because there's a bunker there.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense,
think
but
what else would you attack?
he wasn't actually like engaging the Marines once they came up to fight the Zealots, which I thought was weird. But I don't know, maybe if you do manage to get that gas, of course, it's super strong because then you can't make the factory.
Yeah, I mean, what do we know? We're just Zergs.
The first Dragoon is out, and it's
Yeah.
on its way. I don't see range being upgraded yet. And the factory's not done. There are 3 Marines, and they can hold this ramp.
Yeah, I think when the bunker was done and we were reaching like 4+ Marines, maybe it would have been better to try conserve zealot numbers a bit. I mean, this goon is free donation, kinda. Not so free, I guess.
I don't know. I think if he was holding the ramp with 1 SCV or 2 SCVs, then it would have been free.
I mean, then the goon wouldn't have engaged, he would have just come forward and then backed off, I guess. But we have still 4 Marines in the bunker, so it's actually 6 Marines. And we're getting 2 factory follow-up from here. I'm not sure if Simo can actually afford to bleed goons at this point. We have a tight wall, so even if the goons do come up, as long as we don't lose Marines, it's not that much damage. As soon as the tank is coming out, it will take some time, sure.
We're seeing a 3rd factory, actually, and also the Citadel of Dune coming down for Schemo.
Yeah, I guess the idea is that we have been amassing a lot of minerals, so a 3rd factory is there to bolster up the vulture numbers, and I like that. And Simo definitely want to get rid of this engineering bay because he has a citadel coming behind this.
Yep, the Templar Archives just being put down as well. A CC was made, so AeliaN's thinking about taking that 2nd. It seems doable with this amount of forces and the army coming out.
Yeah, and
you don't want to lose.
I guess the problem is if these dragoons here delay AeliaN's potential to move down the ramp, that would mean it would be maybe too late to get the turret up, and then one Dark Templar will be able to delay the natural for quite some time.
Oh, well, here's the tank in siege mode, pushing everything away. A 2nd tank pops out. This is going to get real hard for Schemo. More units moving across. The Robo is now up.
I do like what I see. Like AeliaN, he has his game plan. He's going to get the armory. He's going to take his natural, and he's going to, like, I think, go for like a solid 2 base timing with +1. So even though the early game was a bit hectic and chaotic, he's like still keeping an eye on what he wants to achieve and just does it. But Simo is not letting him get that natural for free, or is he?
I think he has to with this tank on the high ground. It wouldn't be easy to push into this. There's enough tanks, there's enough vultures.
No mines yet though.
Yeah, he's getting speed
Yeah,
actually.
no mines.
But
Oh, mines just started as well.
it feels like, I guess, since there's no Dark Templar in production, I'd imagine that, I mean, before
One out.
It's out.
One out.
one now. Oh, it's out.
Only one.
So
Yeah.
I'd like imagine that the main goal for Simo would be to make sure that doesn't get up any turrets down here. Okay, but
Yeah.
now AeliaN is getting both his comsats.
Yeah,
So
one turret's going up as well, and it's gonna be done just before, unless the goons can pick it off, and I think they're going to. No, they have to pull back. Oh! Oh! It does go down. But even then, the comsats are up now. There's two of
He
them.
brought that
There's
turret
2 scans.
down with the sheer force of his will.
Oh.
That's how he did it.
Also, it seems like the Dark Templar is actually not intending to get to the natural. I think
No,
he,
I think he's sending out
yeah,
he's sending out a shuttle.
So,
But
it's
there's
like
a turret in the main as well. Like, there's actually quite a few turrets here.
Yeah, I thought the Dark Templar was to make sure that the AeliaN doesn't get the third for free.
I mean,
Because,
I think we're looking. Go ahead.
Because like we have a sizable amount of tanks, and also we know that I think at least you could have seen Simo saw the second factory, probably with the shop as well, when trying to pressure the eBay. So like it would make sense that since your natural was very delayed, you might want to get your third up. Yeah.
The DT is coming in. There isn't actually anything here, but there's plenty of detection.
Yeah,
You're
and
never
a
gonna
tight wall around. There's no way of entry. Oh, yeah, but he has comsats.
There's no observers, so the goons can't pounce on this at the same time. Schemo has a nice little lead in workers, and is actually, I think, going 2 carriers behind this, 2 Stargates behind this.
But there's no fleet beacon, and already. Okay,
it's
now
just
fleet
coming
beacon
down.
is coming.
Fleet beacon starting.
Maybe a bit ambitious to get the second Stargate that early. Would probably be more valuable to get +1 air attack started.
Yeah. Was this scouted? Because we're seeing some production for Goliaths. First Goliath's coming out. There's 2 more on the way. It'd be nice to see a couple more factories, I think.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense to get some Goliaths because we know there's shuttles. So
yeah, that's a good point.
So and you can't really build turrets between your third and your natural. So you'll need something to kind of stave off your shuttle bombs.
Schemo drops his third at the high ground. There is a third CC being moved in position, but they can't actually land this until they take more control.
Yeah, there's gatekeeper goons up here.
More factories being put down. Carriers are on the way. Interceptor upgrade being upgraded as well. +1.
Carrier has arrived in a few minutes.
Yeah.
These goons trading pretty well on the high ground.
Yeah.
High ground is a good unit.
And it's.
But we have the command center as a vision.
Timo is getting the shield upgrade.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, the plasma shield upgrade. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
To maximize the killing potential of the carriers. I can dig it. He's taking the third here. I mean, it's clearly Terran isn't looking to make a push here because he's taking the third, which we saw with the shuttle a few minutes ago. So
Let's see with this scan. So they scan the third. They see there's no fourth. They haven't scanned the main again, so I don't think they know about carriers yet.
I don't think so either.
He does have energy for more scans, so I think he should be trying to scan the main.
I mean, after last game, with all the Dark Templars, I feel like you probably want to have at least 2 scans always available.
Yeah, well, he's 4 scans left, so you can
He
spare
does
one.
seem slow on getting some science vessels each time. I don't think we saw science vessels at all.
No, not last game. But we're getting Starport now to kinda coincide with getting the second armory.
And 2 more factories being put down. They're really going to need that to pump Goliath soon.
Yeah, now Alien's economy is starting to pick up after the early game.
Taking pot shots on these goons. There's a free goon. A few more. Oh, another goon goes down. Can we lay mines behind this?
Oh, mines in the retreat path.
Oh,
That's very nice, but
no observer.
yeah, no observer. That's true.
Oh, observerless build. This is nice. I love these.
Speaks directly to your heart.
He's gonna win, man. All right.
We're getting dangerous amount of carriers here. We're entering 4 carrier territory, and we're getting a second cybernetics core. Really.
Yep. Oh, there's the scout though. We just see the scan, sees all 4 carriers. Now he knows. Is he gonna queue up? He's queuing up Goliaths. There we go. Okay, but usually I think you push here, right? Okay, and here comes the push. Unsieged everything. Moving across the map on the low ground. Does he go for the 3rd?
But the issue is that, I mean, generally when you scan that Protoss is going for carriers, you want to push. But in this case, we already have 4 carriers out, and that's more than we have Goliaths out.
Yeah,
But,
that's true.
But it seems like Simo isn't aware that it's happening, so he has his carriers down going for the natural, which is where all the Goliaths are coming out. And this push here, we don't have the numbers to deal with that. That's a lot of tanks.
That is a lot of tanks. They could lose this 3rd. I gotta say, the carriers are coming, and we're not seeing as many Goliaths as we can. Okay, now all the gateways are all Goliath. Perfect. Okay. Still, we don't want to lose Goliaths not fighting. We may want to just pull the SCVs from this base till we have more.
Oh, that's a lot of blue. I think that personally I would have liked seeing this push go for like the throat, like actually go for the natural. We're getting the 3rd here, and also the whole army, but I'd like to see it go for the throat. Like the problem is time. Like the more time that goes, the more carriers will be on the map.
Yeah, this push is very strong, but it's... Oh, look at, there's another DT. Oh my god.
In classic Schemo fashion, he built 3 DTs and he sent them to all different places on the map on attack move, and they're already getting good damage done.
Yeah, I feel like the danger here is this push is strong, but there's literally nothing that shoots up.
Yeah.
You have to spare some Goliaths to go over there and make sure it's safe from the carriers coming out.
Yeah, but at
I
the
don't
same
know
time,
about that. I think you wanna just try to kill. I think you want to spread your army out into different places and kill as much as you can while you're building Goliaths at home. Because I think it's okay if he loses some of his army. He needs to get probe damage done. He needs to take out a base, and then he can protect his home with what's coming out.
These carriers might actually be trapped here. Actually, it looks like the Goliaths are moving out.
and AeliaN is taking 9 o'clock. I think that's a smart move. Like kind of prolonging the distance that the carriers has to traverse to be able to secure game-ending damage. I wouldn't mind, like, after having cleared up the cannon and all that at Simo's 3rd, I wouldn't mind just sending some vultures.
Yeah, we could maybe end the game with just killing all those probes right now. Although the carrier count is getting really large. They are split up though. There's 3 at the natural, there's 3 in the middle of the map, there's 2 at home, 2 more being built. I mean, it's a lot of carriers, but they're not actually in the same spot yet.
Yeah, eight carriers is I mean, even if you kill all the probes, I think as a Protoss player you wouldn't leave the game if you have 8 carriers.
Right, right. You can still fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this
But
time it seems like AeliaN wants to go for the throat. He's gonna try to take out the main.
I like this move. I think like even if the carriers come home to save here, they will have to attack from a very exposed position, and there's not a ton of Goliaths here, but there's a sizable amount. Oh, Dark Templar again, but we have the scans ready still. Carriers
So-
on the way home, looks like.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of damage though, and actually the natural being taken out is kind of a big deal.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing this push being even more aggressive and like going up the ramp and sieging.
Carriers are too exposed, taking a lot of hits, taking a lot of damage. One goes down, another one almost dead.
Yeah.
It's not that many Goliaths, but I think they're being a little micro. They got to get over this high ground. There we go. There's some safety.
The natural is down, and Simo has made a patented Simo pylon wall. So that base is vulture proof.
Yeah,
But,
now there's actually nothing here that can contest the carriers.
Yeah, so now I don't he can't back home here. I think just sieging here and trying to get as much damage as is technically possible, and while at home massing up. Oh, there's still oh shit.
Carriers
sorry.
at home, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the carriers there. I thought all went home.
Yeah, I'm a
I
little
was-
bit surprised actually that these weren't contested a bit more. Because I felt like they weren't actually getting that much done, but apparently they weren't contested at all, and now they just moved into the main.
Yeah, needs to bring the Goliath from the rally point as well.
Yeah. I think it's okay to lose your army, you know, trying to kill Protoss stuff, taking out that natural, but you have to take care of everything at home. You can't lose your home as Terran.
Yeah, I mean we have 42 SCVs, but if you lose production and like control of your main, you can't really like make new production somewhere else. It's
5
not that
carriers
map.
moving across the map to AeliaN's 4th. This is going to be taken out quickly.
Yeah,
You know, kind of pushing the carriers out of the natural, but losing that 4th is going to be pretty detrimental. A lot of
Yeah.
SCVs were just transferred there.
it's so many carriers.
Yeah, it's a lot of
And
carriers.
they're a +3 attack on air, +2 shields and +1 plating. And
Yeah, they're
AeliaN
strong.
is still on +1 weapons.
Yeah, I feel like this game is almost over actually.
Yeah, I think it will be hard to reach critical mass of Goliaths to deal with this.
Well, the 4th was taken out, and now the 3rd for AeliaN is being attacked as well, and there's nothing here to defend it. It's 5 carriers versus SCVs and a turret.
Yeah,
Wow, a close game though.
yeah, I think like this definitely could have gone either way. I feel. Just that at the end of the day, the carriers weren't dealt with, and it got out of hand. Simo with the 2-pronged carrier attack was a pretty nice maneuver.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to fight the carriers with everything you have. You can't split up that army.
I mean,
can-
he was forcing the issue with the push and having the Goliaths, but it wasn't enough Goliaths. I also
Yeah,
think that maybe prioritizing +2 weapons would be good to trade more efficiently against the carriers.
Well, the natural is back up, but it's not going to be here long. 3 carriers.
Yeah,
More carriers on the way.
interceptors everywhere.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think this is just AeliaN just kind of processing the loss and asking like, what could I have done differently?
Right.
Maybe he's so deep into the game that he's not really thinking about GGing, but yeah, he's just got just about nothing left here.
And now Zealots are coming in to seal the
There it
deal.
is. GG. Well played.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think if it was like a really rough start for AeliaN, but I think like he did all the moves correctly to give himself a strong position to be able to get back.
Yeah.
I did like that, but you neglected the Goliath production for too long and the upgrades. I mean, Simo really doubled down on upgrades. He got double core and went for shields.
Yeah, you know, as soon as he found out that there were 4 carriers when he scanned, and they weren't full of interceptors, but there were 4 carriers with decent upgrades already. He needed to cancel just about everything in his 7 factories, and just go pure Goliath, because his ground army was already significantly stronger.
Yeah.
But he kind of just put a few Goliaths on and wasn't consistent about those macro cycles. And if he had been, he actually may have been able to fight on both ends because he had a big army. I mean, he didn't seem weak. He just missed a few cycles.
Yeah. I really think also upgrades played a big part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting to see how he approached it, splitting up his carriers. Some very interesting moves. It's not like the way that I thought you would play with carriers.
Yeah, it
I
was
don't think
very
I've ever seen carriers split like that.
Yeah,
Is that common? I don't think I've seen that before.
I don't know. I'm not sure. It was very interesting and very well played by Simo, whatever.
the guy in teal.
Yeah, exactly, the Protoss guy. So we've got. I'm sorry for all the Protoss fans, but there's no more Protoss in this cast. I'm sorry.
I feel sorry for the people that have to listen to me talk about non-Protoss.
All the schmoes out there. But we've patched the Protoss out of the game. The next game is going to be Effay versus FuzzyBranch, a CVT. And I really like this matchup because it's so much like on a knife's edge. So let's see how this goes. We're going to go back to Vermeer for game 1. Okay, in the bottom right corner, it's the Zerg Effay, the beautiful blue. And in the bottom left, it's FuzzyBranch.
In the camouflaged color green.
I like this color green. I think it's a nice color.
But
I like blue too. Blue is wonderful.
This is really like, all we can talk about when the game starts. There's nothing to talk about. So you just talk about the color choices.
I'm just thinking about Lana picking brown to make it harder to look on the map, and I think that green is also kind of in that territory a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, I guess so.
Black, I think, is the second best one. That's what I pick when brown is taken.
There's also different rules for what colors you can pick depending on the tile sets, which is interesting.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Brown on ash. I mean black on Ashland's map.
Yeah. There's a few others, and you can't pick certain colors anymore if your opponent picked them.
Oh,
like
okay, what is happening here?
Oh yeah.
8. We're getting depot. I thought for a second we were getting second barracks.
Yeah, for a second I thought so as well. Yeah. I see.
But then you probably want to make the barracks closer to the center of the map if you're going for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Effay here going for the standard 12 hatchery.
With the barracks this far forward, is there any play here to being aggressive?
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely bunker rush here. He went for the 8 racks, so he's setting himself up very well for doing bunker rush.
Oh, and he's seeing the Overlord as well, so he actually had a scout going to the top, but with the Overlord there, which he saw, then he'll know where it is. Yep, he's
Yeah,
changing his scout already.
he's not turning
Oh.
around his drone though.
I wonder if Fuzzy will go instantly for the offense or if he's going for the Overlord. Seems like he's
Can't
decided
kill the
to.
Overlord.
It seems like he's foregoing the idea of getting the Overlord.
All right, here comes the bunker, a
look at
second
that bunker
SCV as
placement.
well. The Marine is already halfway across the map. Drones being pulled. We have 6 drones being pulled so far.
I think that's maybe slightly too few.
Oh, he gets the SCV. He can't finish
He
the
got-
bunker.
Well, he has
Yeah.
a second SCV, so he still could potentially finish it, but oh, it's not going to happen, I don't think.
Yeah, I think FuzzyBranch probably would have preferred to make the bunker closer to the ramp.
It's one drone.
Oh, and
think
he's
that's all he's
forgetting
gonna
about that
get.
SCV, I think.
Yeah, Effay here is definitely doing the control really well. Oh, you could have mineral walked to the
Yeah.
right side.
Yeah.
Wait, don't.
Six links are
Yeah,
out, though.
links are out. Yeah.
At this point, it doesn't matter.
So
We
at
might
this
even
point,
need a bunker to hold this potentially.
yeah, definitely. I would make command center and the bunker and cancel the bunker at natural. I think you could technically. Oh, that's a lot of links. I think you can get the bunker up. Oh, nice. So he's going for the wall. I'm
He's
not
actually
sure
not
if
going. Yeah. Sorry to
I'm
run
not
over you.
sure. I'm not sure if the tiles next to the depot is walkable, like on Sylphid, or if this is a full wall.
No,
actually
I'm
not sure.
pretty sure that there's a gap on the left side. Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
just plugged it up with the SCV. Yeah.
Wow,
So-
this is great placement. He's got this barracks in the perfect spot. I was a little worried he was blocking.
Yeah, he has practiced this for sure. But if the depot and the barracks was one tile more up, I think the depot plus the egg would have formed a tight wall.
Yeah, I'd say this wasn't really a bad attack.
Wow, moving
Oh,
out
no,
a little
no,
bit,
no,
trying to
dude.
pick off some lings.
Dude, don't
Very
go out.
dangerous move.
Very
Yeah, a
dangerous,
few more
yeah.
Marines before you do this.
I mean,
And you don't know what's being built either, right? This could be all lings for the last minute.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you see the fins in the water and you think, okay, let's take a dip.
Yeah, but I think this wasn't actually bad for the Terran at all. I mean, it wasn't a very heavy commitment. Only made a few Marines. Actually, only made 2 Marines, right? And one of them only went out, but it forced out a lot of links and a lot of lost mining time.
Yeah, but the links are still usable and they only got 1 drone. I mean, it could have been worse, but
Shouldn't be behind in workers at this point, right? And he is.
yeah, I mean, it's not a great position here for Fuzzy. Like his gas just kind of his academy isn't done yet, and sure we have quite a decent number of Marines here, but everything is kind of delayed. And Effay behind here, he took the gas and didn't cancel it, as I think many would have done, seeing the bunker rush coming in. And like the Spire is kind of on time, even though after the drone pull and all. So
Trying to get a few Zerglings, gets a few, only loses 1 Marine. Is he thinking about a push at this point? He's got 1 medic, 7 Marines, 8 Marines.
it wouldn't be super surprising if when Stim is done, Fuzzy will try to Stim for it.
Effay playing somewhat safe, putting down 1 colony, already morphing it.
He's gonna have
Push
6
is starting to
mutas.
come out right now.
Yeah,
the bunker's being lifted as well.
I want to see from. I would have liked to see from Effay a counterattack with the Zerglings as the Marines moved out.
Yeah.
With this amount of links, it's actually like you can get a lot of damage done. Oh,
There he
Here
goes.
comes the ground. Oh, this is a lot of Marines to lose when mutas are almost popping.
Yeah, and there's 6 mutas on the way. Not a small commitment here.
No, I mean
he
technically, I
wasn't-
think if he would have attacked with the links, it could have been GG. We have factory behind here. Factory getting machine shop and range. So are we going for like a tank push?
A second barracks being put down, so yeah, it's probably going to be a tank.
We can't afford to lose this many marines on one barracks.
Yeah,
And
second
this
barracks
this
being
bar
delayed
this
as
second
well.
barrack is totally exposed, so the mutilist could definitely deny that one, and like claim total control over the ramp area. Oh, there's a
no,
hole
the
on that
wind's
side as
sinking
well.
in. Nothing is at the bottom right now. There's no bunker. There's no marines. It's just the SCVs fighting.
Yeah, it feels like Fuzzy wanted to do too much in the transition from that early game. Like he wants to get fast +1, wants to get fast tank, still wants to get butchers, still wants to get the academy, and wants to move out and put pressure with marines, but only on one barrack. So in the end, I think it was too much with too little in material.
GG.
Really nicely played from Effay, though. Super well handled the bunker rush defense. Super clean.
Yeah, so what do you think would have been the right play there? Just plopping down the second and third barracks sooner, or maybe just the second barracks, getting enough turrets to defend?
I think going into factory was
The mistake.
I mean, sure, you maybe he doesn't know if it's mutalisks or if it's lurkers. Lurkers would be a sensible choice because of the wall, but and since it was so many links, so that's technically possible. But I definitely think you want to get the second, maybe even a third barracks to be able to contest the map. Like you have to have enough marines to actually trade, because you saw it was so many links, and in low numbers links just shred marines.
Yeah, that little push out didn't actually do a whole lot. It did get one sunk made, but the mutas were already going to be made in the next 30 seconds. So it's not like he made another round of lings or something that stopped the mutas. So the pressure really only lost him some units.
Yeah, and he's already behind on economy because Effay went for 12 hatchery and he only killed one drone after an A-Trax opener. So so Effay could afford to make that sunken, like it wouldn't dent the economy that much. Yeah, I'm not sure about that decision.
Yeah, it's difficult to say because this is actually kind of why I like this matchup. It's so on a knife's edge, and the slightest decisions can have such a big impact.
Yeah, maybe if Fuzzy would have waited for one firebat and one more medic,
Yeah.
maybe it would have looked different.
Well, let's see if he can. This is going to be a different game now that it's on Ascension. And let's have a look. This is going to be game number 2, Effay versus FuzzyBranch. Okay, we have on the left side Effay in the red, which is also a very nice color for Zerg. And
The best, I think.
FuzzyBranch on the right side, supporting the green again.
Yes.
So Fuzzy is definitely a color picker.
Yeah, and it's not a color pick to blend into the minimap because this is a blue map.
No.
No
What a
shots
nice
fired.
guy.
Maybe
What
a
a
few
nice
shots
guy.
fired.
You gotta get every edge I can take, man.
By the way, thank you for the follow, Kekus. Appreciate it. I'm sorry that we're playing on Ascension.
Ascension is underrated. I mean, I think it's actually a really nice map.
Yeah, I like it as well.
I don't get the flack it's getting. Are we
It's,
getting an Atrax? No,
I think it
no.
just feels harder to play, which is the problem.
I mean, it's. I mean, with the narrow choke and stuff, it can be a little bit awkward. I think, but it can also be like nice strategic things to work with.
I think it just feels less solved for people, you know? You're playing this map, you know, you play so many of the fighting spirits and the polypoids and the Vermeers that's like a lot of the strategies are somewhat similar, a lot of the expansions are somewhat similar. And whenever you play these maps with all these weird chokes and weird bases, it's like, you know, it's hard to know where everything is on the map when everything is blacked out. I would be more comfortable playing on this map if I was playing on shield battery, right? Because at least you could like click your probe somewhere and know that it's going to the right damn spot. And that doesn't happen on this map. So like it's hard. It's just harder.
I definitely could sense some pent up feelings in regards to this map. But yeah, I mean, compared to like Eclipse and even Sylphid, and of course the 4-player maps, this map plays out very differently. Both like on a ground level, but also like ideologically, you have to control the high grounds a lot more, and be mindful about those type of things to a higher extent than other maps where you can just like be mindful about where is my army and where do I want to take next engage type thing.
Yeah. So Manadog in the chat saying shout out to scanning somewhere that isn't a base, right? That's that's what we're always pissed about. For
Are
sure.
we getting mech here from Fuzzy?
Yeah, that is a pretty early gas.
Or
The drone actually went into the main base to see it.
yeah, now he's trapped. But I wonder if we're getting a factory expansion or if we're going for like a 1-1-1 type build.
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like maybe 1-1-1 is an interesting choice here because of the nature of the map.
Yeah, but we have. I mean, mech is really strong on this map because of the chokes and high grounds. But it looks like we're getting a factory expand. All the lads are out of the coal mines. I mean, gas mines.
And for
the gas station.
third layer, we're seeing a layer before a third hatch, right? So is this 2-hatch muta?
That would make sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're getting two hatch, and yeah, we're definitely getting 2-hatch spire because if you're going for lurkers, you want to get them when the Hydra then when layer is halfway done. And sure, you can mind trick a bit since there was an S.C.V in there that you delay the Hydra then. But I think we're getting a spire follow up here.
Does anyone remember that amazing ASL game, which I think it was Light versus Hero on Ascension, which Light has the bottom left base, and I think he went like a double armory build. And absolutely crushed Hero.
I don't remember that particular game, but it feels like double armory can be pretty strong on this map because of the chokes you can't do the same extent. Also with the high grounds and all, I think that maybe going for like a strict pre-factory 8-gate timing isn't as strong. Rather, you would like to like reach your end game comp faster, and in that regards, double armory will get you the +3 attack, +3 plating a lot faster. Vultures out, but we also have the Sunken and the Sim City blocking at Effay's natural. Even getting a second safety creep. I can respect that.
You would need it here, right? Because you would need to go all the way around this whole thing, and you'd have to go through the drones that are mining. We're on a really low drone count, aren't we?
Relatively, yeah, but we also have a lot of infrastructure to make with the third hatchery and
Well, 6 mutas are being morphed right now, and they're almost done. Do we have any turrets at home yet? Okay, the first turret's going down in the main. Hopefully soon some at the nat.
And
And
also,
Lord,
Effay do need to take care of these vultures to be able to take a third base. So that will also win some time.
Okay, yeah, more turrets going down. First Goliath is out, a second on the way. I'm assuming range was already researched.
I didn't see, but that wouldn't surprise me. So we're going up to 3 factories here. I wonder if we're going for actually a 3 factory timing, or if it's going to ramp up to 5 factories for a more stronger delayed timing. A little less CV cut here, but we're back on track now.
It doesn't look to me
Third
like
base.
Fuzzy is interested in doing much, trying to do much harassment. He's not
Yeah,
getting much vultures or vulture speed.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get much done at this stage with the vultures. And you kinda need to focus all your gas on getting Goliaths, else the Mutalisk will snowball. Needs to get dudes on gas though. Yes, very good.
Oh, scouting that there's a third base, and it's kind of in an exposed spot. I don't know if that's the normal third base here. It seems like it's not.
Yeah, that's not really the normal third, I feel. The normal third, I think, is the one to the bottommost base, basically.
Yeah,
I think both of those are like decent thirds in this situation. The advantage of taking the third that Effay did was that when units hatch here, they are closer to battle. So if you have the map control, as Effay has here with the Mutalisks, and you're anticipating to kinda engage the Goliath force when it's on the map, I think it's pretty good. If you are intending to play more like the counterattack type way, where you backstab, then I think the further away 6 o'clock expansion would have been better.
So I'm starting to get worried here. We had 7 mutas made. It looks like an additional 3, and then from then on it was all drones. We did see something interesting, which is Burrow was actually researched.
Yeah, that would kinda imply that Effay is more going for the counterattack type move. And actually, I don't mind the drones. Generally speaking, you want to get enough Mutalisks to make sure that the Terran has to respect it and make turrets, and maybe try to like catch some perches where you can. Preferably, you want to get 7 so you can maybe snipe a few SCVs. But after that, it's very important that you actually drone up quite aggressively. And
Yeah, I'm actually
whole
saying it the opposite way. I'm worried about
ah
Fuzzy.
okay.
I just feel like his economy is going to get a little too out of control real soon.
Yeah, I mean 37 drones is a respectable amount of workers, and we're not seeing like, what's the word I'm looking for? Very decisive army movement from Fuzzy. Like, we're claiming this high ground here, but that's less important when you're fighting a fully air army. And behind this is getting science facility. So it looks like
Not good though. There's a lot of mutas that aren't attacking. A couple being picked off prematurely. I think if everything's together, they can take this fight though.
yeah, this Mutalisk can definitely take this fight. It feels like Fuzzy's game plan here is a bit gathered. Like it's going for Valkyries. Interesting, but then you can't afford to lose these Goliaths. So you'd
Oh,
rather want to stay home with the turrets and wait till you have a few Valkyries out.
3
So you have
vultures finding the third. And actually, Burrow coming in great use right now.
Yeah, that's
Sunken
really
Colony's
nice.
almost up, saving all of those drones.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
But this is a dangerous amount of Mutalisks, and they are soon getting plating, almost perfectly timed to engage with the Valkyries. I do like this move. I haven't seen it a lot, but getting Valkyries together with mech, like from a pure mech perspective, I haven't seen it a lot.
Oh, Carapace does finish there. I wonder if was that engage worth it? I feel like they lost a lot of mutas.
I didn't like that engage
The
whatsoever.
vultures coming in again, but Burrow just coming in great is so useful. It's great.
Yeah, definitely
Burrow,
getting a lot of
that
value
combining.
out of that. Worker count is about even in numbers. I'd say that's advantage Zerg. But and we're really low on gas here as Fuzzy. He has 1 on gas in main and 6 or 7 at the natural. Some might feel that's a familiar situation.
He's targeting the Valkyries this time, I think.
Yeah, but I don't like this. We're bleeding a lot of Mutalisks and it's expensive units.
Yeah, he didn't win this fight.
But behind this, Effay is transitioning to Hydras, so maybe it would have been better to try get as many tanks as possible. Effay is setting up on the high ground here.
Reading with these injured Goliaths hurts.
Tanks getting besieged, mines being led. I'm not sure about continuing Valkyrie production when we have seen Hydras.
A lot of hatches at this third base. It's a lot of chips in one basket here. You know, there's so much at this third that I feel like it's kind of exposed, right? I mean, it's in this huge area. I'm kind of worried.
And I feel like the Hydra transition wasn't really set up because we still don't have Hydra range done, and the Hydras ain't upgraded, so at this point of the game, technically the mutas are stronger.
Yeah, Fuzzy's rallying everything, including even some SCVs, perhaps to repair or set up. Yeah, maybe just repair tanks.
We have a third CC from Fuzzy. This is looking like, I mean, Fuzzy's trading quite cost efficiently here. Like, even if this army dies, I feel like in pure value, vultures going around sniping some drones as well.
Yeah, only one tank left. Bringing this tank forward and protecting it, you could start to actually shell these eggs too.
Yeah, need to lay some mines there, yes.
Oh, the mine's
Oh.
going down. Last tank does die.
Yeah.
Moving across the map from home though.
Now
Really
Duncan's,
factories, I think. We have a lot of money.
yeah, but
only
no
one.
gas, because only 1 on gas still in the main.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's like 7 on the natural gas.
Yeah,
Oh,
doubling down on the natural gas there. But yeah,
alright.
so, but the pressure is still on. Still some mines here and some tank. Oh, the drag.
Oh, the tank does survive.
Yeah.
But now we're in position to start shelling these hatcheries.
Yeah. And 1 SCV here can repair the tanks that are damaged.
Oh, bleeding these hydras. They're all rallied to this spot.
Oh. Yeah, we need to reach critical mass before we can engage.
We almost need to give up this
Oh.
base. Oh, and GG
There it
is
is.
called.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I think it was probably time. The supply was 53 to 96. It seemed like it was at least the beginning of the end, but it might have been a little early. They could have potentially, kept all the units at home and then tried to do a big surround, but things were coming out fast for our Terran hero.
Yeah. I'd argue that it might have been slight early GG. I mean, we still were on 6 hatchery production. The Sunkens were still alive, so it's not like the vultures really could like go in and decimate all the drones. Sure, we don't know properly what the Terran had behind this. So in that regard, and also the army was trading really cost efficiently. But I think if Effay would have like rallied the hatcheries down towards 6 and then gone from the southeast side,
Yeah.
and like even if you lose the third, if you take out that main army, you can double expand behind that and get back quite. We could have even taken 6 in anticipation of losing the third.
Right. Yeah, that could have been a good move.
But
The bank wasn't very huge for Effay, and actually Fuzzy was floating quite a bit, but it was a good game.
mainly minerals though. But
Yeah,
there was a lot of cool little moves there. I liked the Valkyrie thing, and was nice timing on the third command center from Fuzzy, really moving forward there.
So once again, that has us at 1-1, and now we're looking for the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
These are very good matches so far, very even.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at game number 3. It's going to be on Eclipse. And let's get into it. Okay. No, you go.
In the top right, we have the red Zerg Effay, and in the bottom left, we have our Terran hero, FuzzyBranch, in green.
And by the way, Effay in red again. Maybe it's a random color. Maybe he actually decided to start picking red. I don't know.
Maybe. When facing an opponent that likes to pick color, maybe you'll take a color.
You should try to take their color is what you should do.
Win the mental fight before.
Yeah.
One thing I really like was that FuzzyBranch opened up 8 tracks in the first game and then followed that up by doing a mech play. So for Effay in this position, like you're not sure what to expect. I guess you can consider that mech play again is probably more. It's reasonable to expect because it worked and the A-tracks got denied so cleanly. And here we see Fuzzy actually going for the A-tracks again.
Yeah, and there's an Overlord being made for Zerg, so this is probably going to be 12 hatch. Yeah.
Are we getting... it's Depot.
You were hoping for another barracks.
Low-key, I was kind of hoping for a second barracks. Not gonna lie.
It would have been interesting, actually, because of the position of the barracks.
Yeah.
By the way, look at the Overlord scout, the position of the Overlord.
Yeah, the thing with this Overlord here is that you don't want to get sniped. You don't... If you go just from your main to the natural straightforward and the Terran A-Traxes, he will always be able to snipe the Overlord. So you kind of have to do a little bit of side motion, hoping it's... hoping in anticipation to not lose the Overlord. Because if you lose the Overlord, that's detrimental damage. I think losing the Overlord is more painful than losing four drones.
Look at this though. Fuzzy is sending a second SCV out, and what's this SCV doing?
Oh my god, he cancelled his gas. He started a gas and then cancelled it.
Well, he's still building that bunker. I thought he was maybe planning something, but then the Overlord saw his second SCV that got sent out. That's at the bottom there.
Oh, maybe he was planning to make a
Drones
factory somewhere.
hold.
Yeah, but then he would have needed to take the gas a lot earlier.
Yeah, that's sort of what was weird about it for me.
Alright.
You have to cancel bunker.
Have to back up. Ooh.
Okay.
Was it canceled?
I think it
Yeah,
was
I think
cancelled.
so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it had like 30 HP.
We still have the Marines coming across, and the Lings
Game
are
is a
about
little
to come
laggy.
out. Are we still gonna try to make a bunker here?
Thanks, Return, for.
Or maybe we're just gonna sit behind and try to trade?
No.
Targeting. They are targeting, but yeah, we're not gonna
Yeah.
get anything done here. Okay. Well, we still have an SCP on the map, and the other Marine is headed home.
I mean, it's good that to do. I mean, if Effay would have just seen that he got the bunker and there wasn't coming any Marines, he could have skipped making links since he had to pull the drones to be more economic. And if in that case, then these 2 Marines plus Fuzzy would have ended the game. So I don't hate it. But now
Oh
we
my
have a
God.
position where the Marines are getting gifted for free, and
He's losing so many Marines. It's crazy.
yeah, and
I think he can just rally more links down and basically take the game, I feel.
yeah,
If he micros
Yeah, I
these
agree.
links correctly.
if
It's like
he
he's
just
gonna
like,
trade them out.
oh, but if he no, where are you going, dude?
It still rallied.
It's like
Oh
nope.
no. Oh no.
I mean,
I've seen what they do to my brothers.
yeah,
Oh no.
I mean, where do you want me to go to my death?
Well, he might be headed to his death. Okay, he finally turns back. We still have this SCV on the map. I hope something happens with this.
Maybe just try to see if there was coming more links.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting gas behind this, and we have 100 gas and 200 plus minerals now, so I'm hoping to see a factory come up. Preferably now, if so.
Well, layer just finishing. Spire on the way. 2 hatches. Second gas on the way.
Yeah, this is looking like a very strong 2-hatch muta attack. So
Yeah,
few Marines.
Yeah, we're really low on SCVs as well. Only at 14.
Yeah, it feels like if Terran wouldn't have done any form of attacks, this is
And there's
spicy
still no
factory
bunker, by the
location.
way.
Yeah, there's the
Spicy factory location,
I think it's good.
but
Yeah.
I mean, we still need to survive.
Yeah, 6 lings running across. What
Oh my
damage
god,
can
these
be
Marines are
done?
so exposed.
Killing the first Marine, killing the second Marine. There's no
This-
Marines being built.
Oh my god, this is
I
not
mean,
what you
you-
want when there's mutas in the way.
You could see the bloodlust in the eyes of those Zerglings. They were like, "Oh, fresh meat."
Okay,
Alright,
the
well,
Vulture
first
is out.
Vulture is out.
Yeah.
The Vulture could equalize things. It's not impossible.
I maybe wouldn't go as far as saying equalize, but
Well, we could see a throw somewhere. Throws happen.
yeah.
Alright, here come all the boys. Just about everybody. Clear up these speedlings. They run away smartly. Oh,
Yeah.
into the main. Alright, first
Did the-
Vulture.
did the
There's 1
Vulture-
kill.
Yeah.
There's 2 kills. Drones are pulled. 3 kills. Oh. Sometimes it takes 2 shots, sometimes 3. Is that right?
Yeah, if it's if the drone is regenerating 1 HP, it takes 3 shots.
I feel like it doesn't even really matter. I mean, he could get every drone here, but I feel like the muta's just gonna fly over and this game's gonna end.
Yeah, if you can't contest, I mean, vultures ain't killing buildings faster
Okay.
than Zerglings and mutas.
GG.
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 Wow.
Think very robust play from Effay. I feel like Fuzzy's bunker rush in both games, the bunker went up within vision a lot earlier than the Marines arrived, which kind of killed the momentum because the SCV got taken out and there was no backup SCV to make the bunker.
Yeah, well, the backup SAV was sent to the 6 o'clock. I think it saw that overlord, and it actually, as soon as it saw the overlord, it sort of went down away from it, and then started to go around, and then it just stopped at the 6 o'clock instead of continuing back up.
Mm. Yeah. Nice effort.
I shouldn't have played 8 racks when I didn't practice it. Yeah, Fuzzy. That's understandable. You should have seen my 2-gate yesterday in my game. I canceled my first zealot, trying to go 9-9.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But you still won, right?
No, I
Oh,
mean, I won.
yeah.
No spoilers.
So guys, what should we take a short break, or should we continue on with the next 2 games? What do you think? We're just about halfway now, so.
So I say we get into it.
I'm down to move it forward.
Okay, so let's go. I'm making the game now. Our next game is going to be a TVT. Even, that's the reason why I asked if anyone wanted to take a break, because you know that we're in for a long one, potentially. And this is going to be RiverHusky versus Pop. And I actually don't know much about Pop. Do you guys know more?
I don't know either of these players. Oh, no, I know River.
I've seen Pop. I don't think it's his first CPL. I recognize the name from past seasons, but I can't recollect at this moment in time any past games I have seen.
Yeah, I do know RiverHusky has been in CPL for a while, so yeah, let's see how these guys duke it out on Vermeer.
I haven't seen much of RiverHusky's Terran though.
I had a match against RiverHusky. He played Protoss, I played Terran, and he beat me. And I was sad.
Okay, so in the bottom right corner, we've got the Black Terran, RiverHusky. And you say the next one.
And in the bottom left, we have the White Terran Pop Punk.
It's like a chess game. It's black versus white, and they played on 1v1, so we can't switch the colors.
And they have the same pieces.
Yeah. That's right. It's exactly a chess game. Or I guess they call it a game of Go, right?
Go is also black versus white with the same pieces.
It's this is like, I think in Korea TVT used to get compared to Go.
I think it's a fairly reasonable analogy. I mean, Go is very positional. It's all about positions, right? And you want to engulf certain areas and claim as big of an area as possible. So I think, ideologically, it's very comparable to Terran versus Terran.
Definitely, I think so. Let's see what kind of openers they do here. Looks like they're both making depots. No,
yeah, so we're not getting no 8 tracks this time or BBS. I think that's a build actually in this matchup because like if you come with 4 Marines and they have 1 and you get the bunker up on their ramp or whatever, it's difficult.
I feel that blocking with SCVs on the ramp is probably very strong in that case.
Yeah, probably. But still, Marines, they have quite high DPS. Okay, so we're getting a CC first from RiverHusky.
Wow.
Nice.
We don't see that enough in CPL, I think.
No, CC first is underrated. A lot of players super honorably and taking a slightly greedy approach to how to relate to that. I think it can be really strong.
But Pop is gonna scout this first, by the way.
I'm not a fan of CC first in this matchup. I think it's harder to play CC first than it is to start off with 1 base. Because once a contain is created, which you can do when it's CC first, it's just harder to break contains than it is to make them.
Well, I mean, sure. But at the same time, if you have your command center up that's better than being contained with one gas?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Uh,
I just feel like the knowledge and the skill to break out of contains is needs to be higher than it is to create contains and then just mass expand behind that.
Yeah, that's probably reasonable. I mean, like in all matchups, I'd imagine that going for a fast contain has the drawbacks of like leaving you open to like counter drops or airplay
For sure.
and stuff like that. And also you need to invest into turrets while you're on lower economy than your opponent. I think like getting a fast expansion up or a second worker production facility in mirror matchups will always be kind of strong, since you're kind of comparing on the ground of workers, right? Like if you get like a early worker lead, that means you can make more stuff, and if you can make more stuff, that's more goodyear.
More Goodyear.
More goodyear.
You sounded real smart until the end there.
We're getting a fast starport from Husky here, which I'd imagine would be quite good in the case that he would get like a fast contain from, say, a 2 factory opener. But it seems like Pop is more going for the Vulture Wars approach, which I think is a good idea, because we have no Marines from Husky here, so no bunker, and we are getting a siege tank, which is the unit that is good against vultures.
Oh, it's a long ways away still.
Oh
though.
my god.
Oh, yeah. He saw the first vulture and he just
Oh
got
my
afraid.
god.
He
I
knew
mean,
that he had no units coming.
But his
Yeah,
tank was
oh,
almost
yeah.
done, and it takes 3 shots to kill an
Well,
SCV.
it wasn't almost done. I agree, it was early, but it wasn't almost done. It still had a little ways to go.
I mean,
yeah.
okay, it wasn't almost done, but
There was a
I
tank just
agree.
started.
He totally could have stalled. He could have stalled for sure.
and he also, okay, at this point the worker situation was even, but he has 2 command centers, so even
Yeah.
if he loses, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, you're right. It was too early. Much too early. But what did I tell you, man? CC first, no good.
Clearly, I don't know anything about this matchup. I said,
But it was, in a way, it was a very gentlemanly GG. Like, oh, you caught me, like Mr. Bond.
I mean, earlier we had GG timing that was maybe slightly later than what would be sensible, so this evens it out. Like,
for sure.
Maybe they were in cahoots and had discussed.
The tank was still only 15 seconds away, and there was only one vulture. And the second one was going to be there soon, but like, at max he kills what, 4 SCVs, and he still has 2 CCs pumping, so he's in a good spot, and he has tanks at that point.
Yeah, and you can also like mineral walk your SCVs from the natural to your main, and then have them all sitting still on the ramp, so the vultures have to shoot up, and with the missed chance.
Yeah, it felt to me like the end of a Columbo episode. I don't know if you've ever seen Columbo. Like, he's a detective and he says like, well, there's this one thing that doesn't make sense, and then the murderer instantly confesses everything. He says, oh, how did you find out, Columbo?
Yeah. I feel like I got robbed of a nice TVT.
A nice 1 hour long TVT.
Yeah, I was anticipating a long 1 hour TVT.
Manadog saying, how do we reach young Brood War players? Yeah, it's not Columbo references. Okay,
I had to look it up. Man, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Columbo? Oh, it's so great.
Yeah,
okay,
heard of it.
Let's get started with Ascension, game number 2.
I'm not too young for it. I just haven't heard of it.
Huh. Crazy.
Well, even I'm technically too young for it. It's pretty old.
All right.
Sorry.
At the top we have Pop Punk in white, and at the bottom left we have RiverHusky in yellow.
While on the topic of Colombo, I think it's the only series where the only like who done it where you get to know who did it at the start.
Yes.
I don't think anyone else ever did that concept.
Yeah, that was the unique thing about Columbo. And also just, of course, Peter Falk. He's a great actor.
Yeah, legend.
It's kind of like casting. You can see who the BBS is coming from.
I might actually make my next ladder smurf Peter Falk just because of this
yeah.
conversation.
That's when you roll into their main with like, and they don't have defense. You say, there's just one more thing, sir. I notice you don't have a bunker here. That's just kind of strange.
Yeah, giving like a little lecture, a coaching lecture at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that would get popular with the Koreans on ladder.
Yeah, they would love it.
Okay, so oh
Oh no!
no!
Oh my god! Oh my god! What's happening here?
Oh.
Are we okay?
Wait!
Seems like is RiverHusky part of the No TVT coalition?
He's just gonna go kill.
Oh my god!
Alright.
This is an SCV. Is he gonna boxer it?
Gonna have
I
to
mean,
run the word out.
SCVs have no range, so you can't like do Vinaldra for Pro
Oh
Brush.
my god! But Pop is taking his gas.
Oh, he's even lifting the CC? Was he gonna bring that too?
Well, of course, to block the factory.
I mean, it feels like RiverHusky decided he doesn't want to TVT, so we're just noping out.
Oh my god! What are you even like?
Right.
What are you thinking here as Pop? Like,
Here it all comes.
this is like when the Kill Bill
Streaming into the
alarms
base.
just go off.
Well, let's see the micro. It's
Oh my
13 versus 11, but a
lord.
couple SCVs are busy doing other stuff. Don't attack buildings. It's gonna have to be SCVs. There's a lot
I mean,
of...
on some level, I kinda hope that this is a build that RiverHusky has practiced and done, like prepped with his coaches.
I don't know,
okay.
man. That's a quick GG again. I'm assuming not.
Oh my god.
Who would have expected that the fastest series would be the TVT one?
Ah. Yeah, that's
I-
faster
I'm-
than...
Yeah. You know,
Faster than a Fortnite.
I think this might actually be the shortest game in CPL history, maybe. I'm not sure, because I know that last season we had an extremely short game, which was PvP build order win, which I think was also about 2 minutes 30. So I'm gonna have to check that to see which one was actually shorter than that.
I feel robbed.
He's on Fightin Irish. Manadog, do we know why he did what happened there? Did he not want to play? Did he have to leave? Did something happen?
I feel emotionally distressed and traumatized by what I just witnessed.
Yeah.
No idea. Okay, yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm ever going to financially recover from this.
I wonder if this was maybe just tilt or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's a little sad though.
Yeah, I'm very sad owl right now.
Yeah, when I saw that Pop was taking the gas, I thought maybe he has a chance, because he's gonna have only like a couple SCVs down instead of like 5-6 SCVs down by the time he gets there. But
Honestly, the only way that strategy will ever win is if Pop would have gone for 8 tracks and you arrive before it's done, the barracks. So
yeah.
that way you have a work lead. Elsewhere you'll always be down on workers if the opponent hasn't fucked up. To put it
Yeah.
bluntly.
So
Yeah.
Cold Tyrann is saying that he accidentally clicked all his SCVs to the minerals, and then he decided to just go for it.
maybe,
Which
maybe.
that seems possible, because if you were gonna just attack, you would have just attacked straight, to the base.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have clicked minerals.
I actually feel like if
So
you want to
that-
do
that
this,
makes
what you
sense.
probably want to do, I think, is have vision of their minerals so you can mineral walk them.
Yeah.
Because it took so long for them to
Yeah.
get over there.
Yeah.
They were
yeah,
dancing on top of each other for like a minute.
He could also be Gosu, because isn't there that cheat you can do where you can attack with all the SCVs when they're stacked at the same time? Isn't that
Yeah,
the thing?
there's a glitch that you can do that can
Oh,
make
with
them
the
stack,
gas,
but-
right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's verboten.
Oh,
That's
okay.
verboten, yeah.
CPL too.
That's very verboten.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let's let's get into a long game for a change.
I hope so.
We have Elevation versus Triple T.
If this game is under 4 minutes long, I might not survive this cast.
You just drop from the cast. You're like, okay, I'm out of here.
I need a long one to cleanse.
Cleanse from what we just saw.
Yeah, I need to get purged. Please.
But yeah, I think this has the potential to actually go long because Elevation and Triple T are, I think, pretty well matched. I think they're very even.
It's Zerg versus Zerg.
I mean,
okay.
it's as far as Zerg versus Zerg goes.
I mean, relatively speaking.
Yeah. Let's have a look and see what happens.
I swear, if this is like a 5 pool into Sunken Rush, I'm out.
Oh my
Manadog
God.
says that the last season these two played like a 30-minute game. So
Oh yeah, I remember that
possible.
one. That one was a classic, with the free hatchery crackling thing from Triple T at the other base. That was a great game.
So it looks like we have Elevation on the bottom left, Triple T in the bottom right.
And like, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
So could someone, whenever we start a game, could someone set the delay to extra high, just so I don't have to do it on the camera? Thank you. It's a little bit laggy, just a tiny bit.
Yeah, that's me. I'm sorry, guys.
It's you.
Far away from y'all.
It was Lana all
I
along.
blame you. We found the murderer.
Somebody call Peter.
Where are you at, Peter? Okay, so we're getting a 9 pull from Triple T, and we're getting an Overlord from Elevation. Hopefully we're getting a 12 pull from Elevation and not a 12 hatch. I really hope this one goes long.
Yeah, he's gonna get the first scout, at least.
Yeah, first scout is massive.
Yeah, this is
If
is the hatch
Elevation,
coming? It seems like it's
yeah.
a hatch coming.
I guess so. Yeah.
It's gotta be.
I think we're getting 12
Okay.
pull.
Oh yeah, it is a pool. Yeah, yeah. I thought it was
Okay.
gonna be a hatch as well, but
One little nifty trick you can do when you're going for 9 pull speed and you get the first scout and the opponent going 12 pull is not getting the first scout, is that you can kind of pull up your lings and not show your lings until ling speed finishes, and that way kind of get the jump on the 12 pull Zerg, who will be fewer lings because of later pool and the second hatch not having kicked in and not having speed. That's one nifty way of making good use of having essentially map hack activated.
yeah. I feel that. I mean, I feel the Elevation should be fine, right? I mean, he got a 12 pool. The links are on the way, but he saw the Overlord as well, so he knows that what side Triple T is on. He's gonna have his links out in time, I feel. I think he's gonna defend his hatch just fine.
I mean, yeah, but he will need to pull some drones here and not lose any links. I mean, 9 pull speed against 12 pull speed is very much a control situation, and it can
One of
quickly
the
turn
drones.
into 9 pull speed's advantage. The drones are out, so with some good control here, he should be fine. But
So he's
the
gonna
link
wait
speed is about
for-
to finish now, and the links are kind of exposed.
Oh, that's a bad
And-
trade for Elevation. He's losing quite a few links there, and speed
Yeah,
just kicked in.
Yeah, but the drones were just bystanders looking at the carnage. So
The hatch is up though, and we have extra larvae now. A lot more lings streaming across.
this is not good. This is a very dire situation here, because these links will trade infinitely well.
Are we gonna make it to 4 minutes, guys?
Please.
Is return gonna drop from the cast?
Oh, it's so
Oh my
many
God,
links.
yeah, there's so
Please,
many links.
Elevation.
I feel this is now snowballing.
Yeah, I think. I mean, there's no sunken in the main.
You
either,
can't
so
save
you
this
can't-
hatch now.
No, we can't save the hatchery, and if these links go up, we made it past 4 minutes. Thank you, God.
Oh,
Uh,
God.
But yeah, I mean, if these links just like bounce in here, we have drones, sure, but behind, there's no lair behind this, so it's just links. I feel like when Elevation realized that he wouldn't be able to save the natural, should have put the creep up instantly. The Overlord now sees that there's no lair going.
He actually has
So-
no money to make the sunk. That's so
So
awful.
yeah, that could be it.
Oh my God.
Like technically, if we survive and get Spire up, and get a few Mutilisks out, it's not lost. I mean, having no drones is no good.
Yeah.
In this position, we're
At this point, it's
tough.
gonna take like 3 minutes to get enough minerals for 1 muta or something.
Yeah, I think it's going to take like a few minutes to just get enough money to make another drone.
Got 3 hatches at home for Triple T as well. Triple Tree, 3 hatches. That's what he does.
Yeah, that's what he does, yeah.
Triple.
Triple H.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know, the rest.
Triple H links.
Yeah.
Ooh, another
Oh,
drone going
pops
down.
it into
Goes
the-
inside the
into the
gas,
gas.
to save himself.
Well, it is. He does get style points.
I have a soft spot for that move. When you move, when you have like one drone and you try to save it and you jump into the gas, I have a soft spot for that. Okay, we're back. We're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
Let's get the one drone.
Yeah, I don't.
There he goes.
I don't think it's possible to come back from here, but I
He
prefer.
actually
this
made another
GG
drone.
timing.
He's really fighting.
Yeah, he's not giving up. I mean, he knows that there's no Mutalisk coming up, so at least that kind of timer isn't going.
So many lings being created though.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright, this is probably the final blow. I don't think this sunk can survive.
no,
Here
it,
comes micro. Yeah. No GG.
Look at them running.
Alright.
Yeah,
Keep
I mean,
going, Elevation. You got
okay.
it.
Okay.
yeah.
No, those 2 links are gonna do it, man. No, they didn't.
Okay, okay, I'm happy again.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
I enjoyed the resilience in Elevation's play there. I mean, the situation was dire, and we soldiered on, trying to figure out how can we win this game by getting drones and not dying. And we played for that, even though it didn't work out. I'm happy to have witnessed it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elevation.
Yes. That's
I'm
the
glad
true
we could
fighting
do
Hey, that
spirit.
seemed a little late, but that's
And-
okay. Your way to say it was a little nicer.
And well executed strategy from Triple T. Triple T knows his way around free hatchery Ling. For sure.
Yeah,
it was a
once you
good
get
goal, I
into
like that.
once you get into that position, I think that's the easiest thing in all of Brood War, when you can just rally your links up to their main base, up the ramp. Then
Yep.
you just wait for enough circlings, then you just A move. It's actually
Sure.
kind of a nice feeling, I think.
Yeah, it's streamlined.
Yes. Okay, well, let's get into game 2 and see if how this one plays out. Okay, we've got Triple T in the top. In the bottom right, it's Elevation. And this time Elevation sending his Overlord to the right place.
So I wonder, will we see a repeating builds from last game? After you mentioned it, I think I've only seen Triple T actually go for the just enough gas for speed and then free hatchery Ling opener
Hmm.
in this matchup. So
Triple T in the chat saying shh.
That's a good build, man. That's the build that I like too for this matchup. And I don't play Zerg. I just think that it's the easiest thing to pull off. It's the most A movie of all the different CVZ builds.
I feel like maybe 9hatch is even more A movie. Or am I wrong?
I mean, I think they're both
They're
in
both
the
about the same.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of having a lot of drones. Like if you are losing if you're not getting the traction with your links and the opponent is getting mutas up, you can get into spores and then drone up, and then you have 3 hatcheries to kind of like make stuff happen. So you can get up a solid economy behind that. And I
Green
think
drones sometimes too for the fights. I think they can be useful. I think they can tank some shots, they can body block, and they can also build some sunks.
yeah, true.
I love it.
It's hard to get for natural though if the mutalisks are out. But I think this one will also kind of boil down to how well elevation holds the link pressure with in base hatch.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, because I saw it was the same builds as before.
Yeah, it was 12 pool as the first game, but we're keeping it to 1 base. So in this case, more drones able to work with the fight, and the sunken will cover a bigger area. So I guess in theory it's easier to hold, easier to not lose the natural hatch, I guess. But
Yeah.
the links here will be out in time, so you won't be able to use the choke to your advantage. But elevation, learning from the last game, getting the creep colony instantly.
I like that move. I like that move at this level of play. I just think it can just save you in so many ways.
Yeah, if the sunken would have been placed 1 hex or 2 to the right, then elevation would have been able to drone drill both sides of the sunken, which would have been, I mean, stronger defensively. But we're on 2 hatchery production, and the sunken is up, so I mean we're getting it. I think
we're in a good spot for elevation right now. They have an extra drone as well. The second hatch isn't actually done for a double T, as we can only call him now.
Yeah. The artist, formerly known as Triple.
Yeah, but the one thing I want to point out is that in the last game we actually had a really bad trade from elevation, which gave Triple T the upper hand. So
yeah.
I kind of want to. Okay, he's actually taking a really good trade here, getting lots of links for free. So not gonna happen to him this game.
Look how many lings we got out now. I mean, there's a lot of lings at home now for elevation. He's not rallying them quickly.
Oh, what's that drone doing there? Oh my god.
That's brave.
That's brave, yeah. Actually taking
That's
the hatchery.
brave.
I'm not sure about taking this hatchery. Yeah, he's gonna cancel that and he loses the drone, unfortunately.
I was thinking that since elevation made the hatchery at home and made the sunken, that he could have probably gotten away with getting lair before link speed. But hey, proving me wrong here. Link speed was clearly the best move.
This is now elevation's actually gonna snowball this, and elevation's actually kind of beating him at his own game here. Just
in this game we have a reversal of roles from.
Oh, Triple T.
Oh,
a little bit of tilt there at the end, but I can understand it.
All right, tying it up though, 1-1. That's
we're
what
getting
we want.
a third one. We're back on track.
Yeah.
Yes.
5 minutes. We're still on the low side, but that's okay.
We're on 4+ minutes. I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
So it is
I
1-1.
would have built that auto sunk for Triple T as well. As soon as you see them streaming across, you see that they have the second hatch before you did. I would start that sunk, man, and I would just defend the hell out of it.
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, if you take a bad trade with your links early, you always have to be wary of the counterattack, and you need to really preserve all your links to make sure that you don't take any more bad trades because you can't afford it. It's a two knife edge of a matchup where stuff can swing really quickly. One link can remove all your drones if they are unattested for.
I know that sunk is
Uncontested.
super costly, but I've lost so many games not building that sunk to one or two lings that sneak by and are like, hidden in your base somewhere. And then when you're attacking somewhere else on the map, those two lings come in and just do tons of damage, and the sunk kind of saves you from those little backstabs.
That
So,
we do.
guys, what build do you actually do in this situation? Like, how do you mind game this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you go for 12 hedge now as triple T?
I think you want to make a wall, and you want to go for the Nidus,
Oh, yeah.
as we've seen before.
Yeah,
By
yeah,
getting
yeah.
tested.
I mean,
Triple T
seems
is giving us the answer in the chat. He says there's only one solution, 9 pool speed.
I don't know, man.
It's
I
like
just-
9 pool speed is the ultimate, it's like a hammer. You can use it for anything.
and Impulse Speed is a great opener.
Yeah.
It is. On this map, I favor it less because of the long rush distance, but it's always a good opener.
Someone in the chat asked, can you defend 9 pool with 12
Ooh.
hatch?
Uh,
12 hatch in base? In your own base, maybe?
you can at the natural as well, but it's very hard.
So triple T in the top right corner, and he's already a little bit tilted, I think, because one of his drones went through the minerals.
And it kind of got stuck in the mineral as well. I don't think I've seen that before. It looked like it was digging himself under the mineral patch almost.
An elevation in the bottom left corner. Yeah, I actually had a game in preseason where one of my drones got glitched out. Like what happened was I tried to make my natural extractor, and what happened was I didn't have the money for the extractor, so it cancelled. Like it refused to build it, and then it was stuck on top of another drone. And when that happens, apparently the drone is like glitched forever. It literally can't move anymore, so I literally just lost the drone.
Wow. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it was first time for me as well.
Okay, so we're getting Overlord from Elevation, and surprisingly enough, we're getting the 9 pool from Triple. From Singular T so far.
Surprised to see Elevation not using the rally for his hatch.
So I wonder if Elevation will go for the hatchery in the main. It did work out well in the first game. But as I mentioned earlier, this map has a treacherously long rush distance. So it's slightly easier to hold. I think the links, the initial links from 9 pool with 12 pool, but I mean it's a tricky control. You need to really like keep your units tightly compacted together and have the drones preferably right behind the links so that they can shoot over.
But this is almost an exact replica of that first game, I think, right?
Yeah.
Hatch went down, 6 lings on the way. These seem like they're almost the exact same builds.
I'm actually a little bit surprised that he took the nets because taking the hatch in base worked out very well for him in game 2.
Did he make one drone too many?
Could be, yeah. That could be because there's only 6 lings here.
I mean, 6 links is to be expected, but it was just the first 2 links.
Oh no, there's
generally
two
you have
links,
2
yeah.
larvas.
No, you're right, yeah.
So, but
oh, but some of the links aren't getting rallied by Triple T. They're just coming out now.
No, you can't go home with those. Danger ain't over.
Nope.
Danger, danger.
Oh no!
No!
Oh no, this is gonna be a terrible trade for
Oh,
Elevation. I think he's gonna
no.
lose all
He
his
wasn't
links.
on
Oh
he
my
was
on
god,
hold.
no.
Elevation needs to practice this scenario a bit, I feel.
Yeah, now that you've cancelled your hatchery, you're in such bad shape.
I would have liked to keep the hatchery going until and cancel as late as possible and make the sunken at home. Try to win time.
Oh my god, are we gonna make it to 4 minutes? This is like the benchmark I'm gonna use for all CVZs from now on. 3 seconds. Okay, we made it.
Oh, we're on the good side of 4
We're in the
minutes.
late game, guys.
Yeah. Oh, misclick.
Well, let me ask
he
this:
tried
how
to
many
make it.
drones will Elevation have left before he leaves?
Yeah, I think he's gonna go down to 0 again, right?
0? Oh man.
So he's three drones.
Will.
I mean, a drone has like, I mean, they do as much damage as one ling per attack.
Nice.
So technically, it's like you have a bunch of extra lings that also have range.
He tried to make a spore or a creep colony with his last drone.
He's got enough money.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep playing.
He's got no
And
lava.
Triple T has enough time to get back into form with the third
GG,
hatchery.
yeah.
GG.
Third
Yeah.
hatch, yes. Triple H. Like our favorite wrestler.
Yeah. Wow.
So same result from the same build.
I feel like this was the most CVZ of all CVZs. It was prime CVZ.
It was very good.
Very, very good. Very ling. Much ling.
Very much ling indeed. It was the
Yeah,
lingiest of them all.
Lings
Yes.
are more fun to watch too, I think, than mutas, in my opinion. Lings are great. Once they get
Yeah.
speed, they're just hopping around everywhere. They're cool.
Yeah, ling versus ling battles are surprisingly complex and very like if you really control your lings, you can get so much value out of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Six lings versus 6 lings is not an even battle. Micro just becomes so important and so impactful.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
ling speed practically makes the lings double as goodlier
Good leader.
as
Yeah.
as they were without speed.
Well, we saw it in that game. Triple T was getting so much value from having just the right engage. Then in game 2, it was the other way around. Elevation taking a good trade, and then suddenly the whole game is flipped on its head.
Yeah.
I kind of would have liked to see some Unimicro, but it's not going to happen today.
Next time maybe.
Yes. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for us. That actually means Notorious S.C.V wins Tier 2. 3-1. But they were all very close games, I think, except for the TVT that we had, which was kind of weird.
Imagine if you would have taken a break before that.
Yes!
Having come back like, oh, let's go, let's time for some TVT action.
Time for the last 2 hours of the cast, and then it's like, no,
Yeah.
it's only 15 minutes.
And who won this week? Who won Fightin Irish or Notorious S.C.V?
Oh,
I
you
mean,
know,
we
you're
don't
putting me
know
on the
yet.
spot. Actually,
I don't think we know yet.
Oh,
no,
officially.
no. I think we still have one cast to go.
Chat, don't go spoil the results. We haven't casted all the
don't
games
spoil it. Yeah.
We don't know who won.
Okay.
No.
Nobody knows who won.
Actually, guys, we're completely wrong. This is the last cast in the series.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Yeah, it is. So we can officially announce that Fightin Aiurish won.
Okay, then we know. We do know, and you
Yeah.
guys are okay.
we know. We knew all along. We weren't lying or anything.
Uno reverse card.
Yes. So, guys, thanks for casting me. It's been fun, and let's do it again sometime.
Yeah,
that
for
was
sure.
great. It was great.
Yeah, and thanks everyone for watching. Yeah, I do think we have one more cast planned tomorrow at least. I think Love Snow is going to cast, like, I think just about around this time. And yeah, we'll see.
Is
Okay.
all of 2-1 or is all of week 1 going to have been casted pretty much?
Not everything,
not-
but pretty
not
close.
all of it. Man, that's impressive.
Yeah, because I know that Borisu was also planning to cast Crimea Reaver versus Seal Tier 3.
I see that.
It's on the calendar. It's he's picked it, but it's not on the calendar yet, so I'm not sure when it's gonna happen. But yeah, it's quite a lot of casting going on.
Yeah, crazy. Awesome.
Yeah, thanks guys, and I'll see you next time then.
Yes, have a good evening, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Don't forget to
Zergling reinforcements
thing you
arriving.
do with Twitch
Thing
where
you
you
do.
follow somebody.
Yeah, the raids, yes.
That's the one raid.
By the way, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everyone.